Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's March 3rd, 2025. There are a couple things going on today. It's I Want You to Be Happy Day, and it's Reading Day across America. Well, I know some of you don't like to read. Me, I love to read. There was an article called 65 Interesting Statistics About Reading in 2025, and I'm not going to tell you all 65, but I am going to tell you some of them. This article was written by Jessica Evans. So, literacy influences how we learn, make decisions, work, and socialize in the community. The literacy rate refers to the percentage of people who can both read and write. This means that about 1 in 5 U.S. adults, 21%, have low literacy skills. That's about 43 million adults. While you might think that the United States is at the forefront of literacy and education, it actually ranks, get this, 125th worldwide. We are behind people. Low literacy is said to be connected to over $230 billion a year in health care because almost half of the Americans cannot read well enough to comprehend health information. The average number of books per year read by Americans is 12. The median across all populations is 4 per year. So if you read more than 4, you read more than half of the country. 10.5% of adults cannot read a book written at an 8th grade level. That's sad. What age group reads the most? According to this article, a 2021 study, adults over the age of 75 spend about 40 minutes a day reading, while those 19 to 20 only read 10 minutes a day. Reading can help reduce mental decline in old age. Reading can reduce stress up to 68% more than listening to music, having a cup of tea, or taking a walk. Reading for as little as 6 minutes slows the heart rate and eases tension. Reading is 300% better at reducing stress than walking and 700% better than playing a video game. Lifelong readers have lower rates of Alzheimer's and other dementia. 3 out of 5 people in American prisons can't read, and 85% of juvenile offenders have problems reading. Wow. 2 of the 3 best-selling books ever, number 1, of course, is the Bible. 5 billion copies. And the 3rd out of 3 is the Harry Potter series, with 500 million copies. One statistic said that 88% of American households own a Bible. That's a large percentage. I'm glad to hear the Bible is still the number 1 bestseller. But what good does it do for people to have a Bible if they don't read it? Is it just a social symbol to them to have a Bible? During the reign of Josiah, when the temple was being repaired, the priest found a copy of the law in the temple. In 2 Kings 22:11, it says, "Now it happened, when the king heard the words of the book of the law, that he tore his clothes." He saw how far away the people were from God, and he mourned about it. So calamity had been prophesied, but God spared him, and the calamity didn't come in his life because of the response he had to the word. Later, when Nehemiah was rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, Ezra the priest read the word. Nehemiah 8:2, 3, and 5 says, "So Ezra the priest brought the law before the assembly of men and women, and all who could hear with understanding on the first day of the 7th month. Then he read from it in the open square that was in front of the water gate from morning until midday, before the men and women and those who could understand, and the ears of all the people were attentive to the book of the law. And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was standing above all the people. And when he opened it, all the people stood up. Notice the reverence for the word. He read, it says, from morning until midday, and it says the people stood up. Now the end of verse 9 in that same chapter says, for all the people wept when they heard the words of the law. They recognized that they were not where they should be, and they recognized it by hearing the word. They were reverent. So today, dust off your Bible and open it up and read it. Be attentive to what the Lord would say to you through His Word today.